Navy, J.A. Navy, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Now, I just got wind that we got a sneaker YouTuber, a nobody, over here trying to troll us, scalpers. I mean, resellers. I mean, wait, did I say resellers? I meant to say sneakerheads, but Navy, I ain't sweating it. Well, I am sweating. It's not due to my high blood pressure. I just checked, but the reason I'm sweating is because we got so much heat on the way and everybody's trying to say sneaker resale is dead. Well, let me just tell you guys, I tried to warn y'all, these next upcoming joints, they're most definitely gonna be a problem. Bang. So we're checking out the unboxing of a true sneaker grail. We got the Undefeated Jordan 4, which this originally dropped back in 2005, which at the time, this actually marked Jordan Brand's very first collaboration. Now, when it comes to the design, it was inspired by the MA1 flight jacket, limited originally to just 72 pairs, making this sneaker very exclusive, unobtainable, and of course, that's how it gained its holy grail status. But at the same time, I mean, let's just keep it real. These joints look really nice. So as far as this upcoming release, here soon, this will be celebrating the 20th anniversary from when this sneaker originally released. Now, as far as the beloved sneaker shop Undefeated, it actually began back in 2002 in Los Angeles, California. Of course, founded by James Bond and Eddie Cruz, who were friends with a passion for sneakers, sports, and hip hop. They wanted to create a store that catered to people like them who love these things. So they chose the name Undefeated to reflect their mindset of always striving to win and never giving up. The first Undefeated store was a small space, but it quickly became popular among sneakerheads and streetwear enthusiasts. The store's reputation grew thanks to its exclusive releases and limited edition collaborations, such as these Undefeated Jordans. So the Undefeated logo, a military-inspired design with a laurel wreath, became a symbol of the brand's winning attitude and unique style. The early success of Undefeated allowed them to expand beyond its original location. The brand opened more stores in major cities like New York and Tokyo, spreading its influence across the globe. Collaborations with big brands like Nike and Adidas further solidified the status of Undefeated as a key player in the streetwear world. So today, Undefeated is recognized worldwide for its cool designs, limited edition releases, and its celebration of sports and hip-hop culture. Now, Navy, I ain't gonna lie, these joints right here do got me sweating. I'm gonna need to hoard up at least 3 pairs. One to store in the vault to never wear, that's just gonna collect dust and never touch my feet. I need a second pair to resell to one of my subscribers, and then a third one, of course, you already know, for whatnot. But nah, let me stop trolling y'all, man. These joints right here are definitely nasty, set to release coming up here August 28th for a retail of 230 bucks. And when it comes to these Undefeated 4s, this is a legacy pair. Remember, Nike, they're reaching deep back into the vault. These originally dropped 20 years ago, and from what we've learned from these like classic OG Nike grails, whatever you want to call them, vaulted shoes, we've learned that as far as like the story, the back history and everything, it doesn't really connect with the new generation. It's more so like catering towards the nostalgia for us old heads, us unks, you guys know what I'm saying. And when it comes to these shoes, like what we've learned from, let's say, other legacy pairs like the Galaxy Foamposites, the Wu-Tang Dunks, even the Terra Squad Air Force Ones, is that like the kids, they really don't care too much about the backstory and are more so just focused on like how the sneakers actually look. So with all of that being said, when it comes to this release, while I don't think, you know, a lot of the younger kids are gonna really care so much about the history, but when it comes to the looks, these Undefeated 4s go absolutely crazy, which is why I feel like everybody's gonna be looking to try to get their hands on these right here. Now, what we know so far, of course, there is gonna be 2 different versions, one with the Nike Air on the back, the other with the Jumpman, which is true to the original release. So, of course, we know the Jumpman pair should be a little more limited, and what the rumor has now is that they could possibly be friends and family. But I ain't gonna lie, I could care less. Jumpman or Nike Air on the back, you could definitely sign me up for at least a pair of these right here. So, expected to release coming up August 28th. These joints are definitely gonna be a problem, as they like to say. So let me know, guys, how many pairs are you looking to grab? Now, in other news, we got to look here at the upcoming Jordan 1 Low OG Chicago. So this is one that's on the top of a lot of people's list to cop. Now, as far as the update on this one, we last saw this sneaker drop in 2006, and the word on this upcoming release was that this one was supposed to feature the bigger Nike swoosh. But based off these looks right here, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, I may be missing something, but as far as the swoosh, you know, I really don't see the difference. But as far as differences that we do notice, of course, the toe box appears to be a little bit more wide. That's, I guess, a feature that many people would appreciate. And then, of course, when it comes to the sole, no sale, no age midsole, which a lot of people seem to appreciate. I mean, we weren't expecting that or anything, but I'm sure, you know, maybe some people were kind of like worried in the back of their mind. Maybe Jordan Brand would throw us off with another age sole or something. So good to see that these are pretty true to 2006 form. So as far as this upcoming release, set to release November 15th, adult pair starting at $145. So next up here, we got another look at the upcoming Jordan 10 Steel, which we did touch on this sneaker previously. You know, this is one that a lot of people are checking for. We already talked about the toe cap and everything, but I would have to say, as far as the quality on this sneaker, these are looking real nice. Now, as far as the latest update based off these retailer images, we do notice right here that these actually do feature the original box, which is true to form to the 94, 95 release. So that's a cool little detail. And I know we're not out here like wearing the box or anything, but I think that's something that sneakerheads definitely appreciate. And as far as like the various different Jordan Brand boxes that we've seen drop throughout the years, just let me know, what are some of y'all favorites? I would probably have to go with maybe like the silver joint with the little red Jumpman on it. And then I think there was also a version with like Mike on there as well, his face on a silver box with the little black lines. I don't think I ever owned any of those ones right there, but I still definitely appreciate them, you know, from that era when they were dropping those. I think that was like early 2000s or something like that. So this is a cool one, set to drop August 2nd, retailing for $210. So next up here, we got another look at the upcoming Terra Squad Air Force One. This is gonna be the white University Red pair, set to drop coming up August 1st. Now, we just touched on these Terra Squad Air Force Ones. Essentially what you got here is like a legacy pair, one that comes out the vault, a sneaker which nobody ever thought would expect to see the light of day. But when it comes to these pairs, just like I mentioned, bro, like nobody really cares about the whole Terra Squad thing. Like if you weren't like around back then for like Fat Joe, Big Pun, like let's say if you're not 35 plus, I feel like you're not really gonna care. You're not gonna have any nostalgia attached to this release. So when it comes to these Terra Squad Air Force Ones, I mean, they're cool. The color blocking solid, you know, white, red, pair of Air Force Ones, but low key, I ain't gonna lie, like if these joints didn't even have the TS on the back, they might actually be a better seller than with the Terra Squad branding on them. So moving right along here. Now this next one, these are super interesting, and for me, I got a lot of nostalgia for that original Invisible Woman pair, which dropped back in 2006. So that's the pair right here. Now this one, I just remember always seeing a whole bunch of people like, you know, wanting these. Like for some reason, these were super hype back then. So they were made to honor the Fantastic Four film, which I'm guessing must have dropped around the same time. I can't even remember that movie back then, but they did have a theme for the different characters. As far as the Invisible Woman, this was definitely the standout, you know, due to the clear Air Force One. So the bigger thing probably about this one was like all the bootlegs and everything that came out of this one. I mean, we saw a whole bunch of different bootleg Air Force Ones with the clear. And then we also saw Jordans. Like I remember seeing bootleg, clear Jordan 11s, 7s, probably like every number you can think of, just depending on whatever pair your local flea market had. So these were definitely iconic back in 2006. As far as the aging of them now, I mean, they might not look that dope, but like if you were around back in 2006, you just already know how dope these were. Now, as far as the update, you guys will notice the differences. I guess we could call these like a 2.0, and I'm not sure if these have any connection to the upcoming Fantastic Four movie or not. So if it does, I would like to see them drop, you know, some other pairs to go with some of the other characters. But as far as these upcoming Invisible Air Force Ones right here, while I appreciate the callback to the original 2006 pair, unfortunately, these upcoming joints ain't touching the 06 pairs, but maybe that's just me hating on the new joints. So let me know what y'all think about them joints down below. And then lastly, before we bounce, guys, we got a little teaser here from Joe Fresh Goods, as he's giving us a look at the upcoming New Balance 2000 collaboration. So this is a new model which we just saw debut, and I was wondering like, when are we gonna see the high profile collab? So it looks like Joe Fresh Goods is teasing his pair, which apparently will feature like an all pink upper. So that's interesting, but of course, we'll have to wait and see till we can get a full detail on what them joints look like. But yeah, definitely dope. And as far as Joe Fresh Goods, one of New Balance's premier collaborators, one that you could say, you know, kind of helped put them on the eyes of a wider audience, you know, when he dropped them original 992s back in the day. And then actually I did have one more thing before we bounce, guys, because we're speaking about the New Balance 2000, which I guess is supposed to be like the big new hot sneaker from New Balance. Well, it looks like Adidas they're looking to jump in that field as well with their own version of a Y2K runner. So when it comes to this one, they're calling these the Mega X. And as you guys see, they got the big chunky sole, just like them 2000s, kind of based off what we were seeing, the output of shoes back in the early 2000s. So when it comes to this one, I would say they're interesting. I mean, I would definitely rock these or whatever. So we'll see what the retail is on these. I think the New Balance 2000s go for like 170 or something. So it'll be interesting to see if Adidas hits us with a competitive price point. But as far as this new silhouette, expect these to drop sometime later in 2025. So that's all I got for you guys here today. Now, unfortunately, we're not gonna have any Friday episode because I'm gonna be traveling out of town or whatever. So hold it down in the meantime, guys. Of course, I will be back. Maybe I'll try to hit y'all with a little weekend update or something, you know, if I have some spare time. But Navy, man, I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody. Of course, I'll be back next time to fill you guys in with the latest updates. So comment down below, man. Let me know if you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash the like button if you made it all the way through the end. Please let me know by dropping a salute, Navy. So I appreciate everybody. Drop your feedback on all the topics. It's Thursday, but for me, it's my Friday. So I will catch you guys next time. If I'm not checking in with y'all this weekend, I hope y'all have a great weekend. And of course, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out, y'all. Love.